Agenda item 7 is consideration of approval of resolution number 755, a resolution approving a zone change and master plan amendment for hotel tourism HT and general commercial CR2 to general commercial planned unit development CR2 PUD for 19.9 acres, 19.98 acres located generally at the southwest corner of intersection of Interstate 15 and Sand Hill Boulevard, parcels 001-16-102-012 and 001-16-102-007. Mr. Seacrest. Oh, one moment, please. Councilman Hafen.
Mayor, pursuant to NRS 281A-420 and having received a written opinion from our legal counsel that I abstain due to an ongoing lease agreement with the parties, I will abstain. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. That being said, Mr. Seacrest.
Thank you, Mayor.
Ms. Hunt, hold on one second. We have one more coming in here. Go ahead, Ms. Hunt.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. I just wanted to make the Council aware before we go any further that NRS 281A-420 subsection 5 states, if a public officer declares to the body or committee in which the vote is to be taken that the public officer will abstain from voting because of the requirements of this section, the necessary quorum to act upon and the number of votes necessary to act upon the matter as fixed by any statute, ordinance, or rule is reduced as though the member abstaining were not a member of the body or committee. Therefore, it will require a 3 vote. So I just wanted to make the Council aware of that.
Thank you, Ms. Hunt. All right. Mr. Seacrest, your turn.
Thank you, Mayor. We're members of the City Council. The Virgin River Casino Corp. wants to sell the property at 333 North Sand Hill Boulevard to Pilot Flying J Travel Centers. Pilot Flying J hopes to demolish the old Mesquite Star Hotel and Casino and build a new truck stop travel center at that location. The existing hotel tourist zone doesn't permit truck stops, so the applicant is asking for the site to be rezoned to a commercial PUD or planned unit development, and that truck stops be included as an allowed use in their design standards handbook for the PUD. Along with that, some other development standards, including pole signs of up to 100 feet high, are being proposed as included in their design standards handbook, and they differ from the general standards of the general commercial zone. This rezoning approach was thought to be more acceptable than either a code amendment to allow truck stops in the CR2 zone, which if we had a code amendment that just allowed truck stops in that zone, then they would be allowed everywhere throughout the CR2 zone, meaning all along Mesquite Boulevard, most of Sand Hill, most of Pioneer. Another alternative is to a zone change to light industrial. That's the first zone that actually allows truck stops as a permitted use. However, zoning the property to light industrial also would introduce a lot of industrial uses potentially that may not be desirable at that location. So because of those factors, staff advised the applicant to attempt to rezone the property to a commercial PUD. As you know, a planned unit development is a vehicle for zoning flexibility, basically. It allows sites to be redeveloped. It helps with developing difficult sites, sometimes with sensitive lands issues. And all of the standards, the permitted uses are negotiated with the city. So it gives the applicant or developer greater flexibility to propose something unique, something hopefully better quality than what's there, and it allows the city to have some control over the kinds of uses, the kinds of standards that rule over that particular development. That's why the request is the way it is. Now, I've got some boards to show the site, show what's being proposed, and I can walk the council through those.
So you have to
Scoot it up.
Yeah. Zoom in and out, and that's it.
Okay, well, this is the proposed site plan. Thank you. This is the proposed site plan. Y'all know where the Mesquite Star Hotel currently is. That's proposed to be raised. There's a new convenience store would be proposed here. That's about 14,000 square feet. Would involve approximately 6,000 square feet of retail or convenience store space, a couple of fast food restaurants. And there's 6 pump islands out front for automobiles, 2 for RVs at this location, 8 pump islands for trucks behind the store, parking for about 58 people or 58 automobiles out in front of the store. There's 5 RV parking spaces and approximately 97 truck spaces back here. There are 2 points of access to the site. In the northeast corner, there's a ride-in, ride-out only access, presumably mostly to be used by automobiles. And of course, at the intersection of Sand Hill Boulevard and Hillside Drive, there's an access here that would give trucks ability to enter and exit, turn left or right from the site. No access being proposed onto Old Mill Road, and only these 2 parcels, well, everything except this triangle piece is proposed to be rezoned. It involves essentially 2 big parcels, just under 20 acres. To commercial PUD. This is a rendering, I guess, elevation, front elevation of the proposed building, how the travel plaza might look. They're showing, you know, the building, flat roof building clad with manufactured stone, a couple of storefront glass door entries, some signage, etc. And these other boards are just the same thing, only in perspective. The applicant may want to further explain these to you. But that's what the proposed store would look like. The applicant, represented Pilot Flying J, is here tonight. Chris Kemper is engineers. So if you have any questions, I'm sure they could try and answer them.